Before I joined the team, I was selling 7 to 10 homes, and this year I anticipate to sell probably close to 45. Hi, I'm Elizabeth Falcon with the Reynolds Team. I'm the area growth leader for the Southwestern Virginia region and an outside sales agent. Before joining the Reynolds Team, I had quite a bit of experience in real estate. I joined a small brokerage, very local, not a lot of training, very little help. And at that point, I had 3 children home with me. I was selling about 7 to 10 homes a year, primarily from friends and family and just database people that I knew. The first things I noticed was support and a feeling of belonging and just being in a positive environment. And one of the biggest things for me with having 3 small children at home was the need for lead generation. That is one of the biggest offerings that Sarah and Debbie have. We're then trained extensively on how to go meet with that client and have them work with us. The training just doesn't exist in our industry. Agents are largely just thrown out there and expected to figure it out as they go. That model of going out there and just figuring out did not work for me. And by contrast, our team is set up in a way that before we ever meet with our first client, we are trained extensively on not only good customer service, but contracts and the laws and negotiations and all of that. That's really important that most agents just don't have. In my initial meeting with Sarah, she asked me what were my financial and income goals that first year. And my goals at that time were just to make about $40,000. In that first year, I absolutely crushed that goal and have been beating that, multiplying that since then. Last year I sold 37 homes, and this year I anticipate to sell a little bit more than that, probably close to 45. My favorite thing about working on the Reynolds team is the sense of community and the family feelings, and it just feels really family-like. Sarah and Debbie, they're just amazing human beings. I think that they're 2 of the most authentic and genuine people I've ever known. What I love about Sarah is her style of leadership. When she sets out a path for the team, she does it with the goals of every team member in mind. She's very personable, very welcoming, and then Debbie is just a real estate genius. I mean, the things that she says sometimes, that she says it in a way that seems so obvious that I should have known that, but it really just comes from her having 30+ years of real estate experience. One of the biggest things that anybody who really digs into Sarah's business model, you'll realize is how much what we do and all of our growth is around the ability to give back. So because we do more, we can do more. We can give back more. As we enter into a new year, new decade, the growth that we're projected to have over the next 2, 3, 5 years is massive. And I would encourage anybody that's thinking about it to call now and get those questions answered, because I don't think it's ever too late to do the right thing for your family and your career.